أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أو كما قال. You know him or not, when you hear somebody die, say inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, then make prayer Allahumma ighfir lahu or Allahumma ighfir laha. But can you recite the Quran and present it to him? There is no hadith from the Prophet to confirm that. A lot of Muslims is doing that, but it's not based on any authentic hadith. It's part of the tradition a lot of people is doing. Do what the Prophet recommend us is the best. You can pray, you don't have to recite. Quran is for the living, not for the dead. Quran is for people who is alive. Akhirah. There is barzakh. Barzakh means there is a wall that stops them from entering the day of judgment. So everyone now actually is just sleeping and darkness. And for those good people who have died, Allah will command the door of paradise to be open so that they can see in their dream. The one who is dead is like sleeping and they have a good dream. But for the bad soul, they will be there and they will always have bad dream, because the door of hell is going to open for them. And then they can see, and they are suffering now. Why they suffer? Because they know at the end of the day they are going to go to hell. Why the other soul will be very happy? Because they know at the end of the day they go to paradise. So about how long, only Allah knows. There is some form of punishment in the grave, but the punishment is not like how you feel, like really something is going to beat you. No, it's a punishment that come into your mind. That you feel is like you are having a bad dream. You know, that somebody is chasing you, you have been bitten by somebody. It's just like that. Of course, we are all like sleeping, like what you say, until Allah wake us up. We say, who wake us up? But Allah has told us, you are going to come up. The day of judgment will come and everybody will be called up. So what really happened about Qiyamah?
Second thing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said to us, if you want something from me, ud'uni astajibu lakum. Call upon me. He do not want you to call upon other people as a medium. He forbid you. But now there are people say it's okay to go to the kubur. It's okay to go to the deaf people in the graveyard to ask them to help us. Or you ask from somebody who is dead, you go to a place where they say this is the tomb belong to a saint, and you ask the wali to help you. No, that's wrong. Because Allah said, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Only to Allah alone we should worship, and to Him alone we ask for His help. This is something to do with Aqidah, the fitna. And again, when people follow the teaching of Islam, the Quran, and also the Sunnah of the Prophet, you brand them with so many brands that they are not the right group of Muslim, they are extremists, they are, maybe, you can say anything, you call them Wahabi, or what is this? How can you call a Muslim who follow what Allah and the Prophet say, and the Prophet's teaching, Wahhabism? How can you say that? We are following Allah and the Prophet. So by doing that, you create another fitna toward Islam. As though that, whoever follow the Quran and the saying of the Prophet never said that women cannot perform Salatul Janazah. The more people who perform Salatul Janazah for the deceased, you will be rewarded, and the deceased also will be rewarded by Allah. We will be very blessed if a lot of Muslims come to our funeral and then they perform prayer on us.
But most of the time, the man is the one who engaged in the Salatul Janazah. But you never encourage the woman to do Salatul Janazah. Have you been performing Salatul Janazah, sister? Have you been performing Salatul Janazah, sister? I don't hear you. Say it again. No, you see? You hear it, brother? They don't even know how to perform Salatul Janazah because we have been very unjust to them. We stopped them from participating in the Salatul Janazah, as though as they have no right to perform Salatul Janazah. May the Prophet encourage every Muslim to perform Salatul Janazah. May Allah give you your freedom, sis. May Allah.
Today we know a lot of people are talking about spirit. They are believe that saying even the dead person, his spirit will come back to you. Spirit. Even there are some people who believe that the spirit of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is coming back to visit us. Now this is something very important for us to understand. It did not exist in the teaching of Islam. Islam never taught us to believe that the spirit of the dead people is going to come back and visit us. No. This is some kind of belief that have nothing to do with the teaching of Allah's religion. So this is very important because I have been hearing a lot of Muslims claiming that sometimes they say in certain month, in Rabiul Awal example, so that if you make a lot of salawat upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then the Prophet's spirit will come to us. Now this kind of belief have no basis at all. And we who believe in the Quran and Sunnah and the pure teaching of Islam should not accept.
The word Sufi derived from the root word of Safa. In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, this was not being taught by the Prophet. This term is never been used. Neither is been used by the Sahaba. It was used later on by people who thought that they want to be with Allah and only with Allah, and they want to live dunya. They do not want to have dunya anymore. And we know that Islam is not a religion that isolates you from dunya. So this is not from the saying of the Prophet. This term never used by our Prophet. Sufi always will end with something that is shirk. The beginning seems to be okay, but the ending will end with shirk. To the extent that when you want to call upon Allah, you cannot call Allah directly anymore. You must call the name of the Sheikh. The Sheikh al-Sufi or Sheikh al-Tariqat. So Islam do not approve this kind of practices.